on and on about this woman who, let's face it, this relationship began in an extramarital affair. They were both cheating on their spouses, but now they're getting the Vogue treatment to where we're supposed to believe it's the grand love affair. And they point out about how out on the yacht, she's wearing her crop top, partying with Leonardo DiCaprio and Queen Rania of Jordan. And when questioned about how this isn't very green of them to have the yacht everywhere and the private jets, Sanchez is undone. I mentioned Lauren Sanchez. She posted, or no, she didn't post. She was in the tabloids for this picture of Jeff Bezos smacking her thong-wearing bottom on their yacht. This is, I submit to you, a total...
It's a very challenging thing to try and estimate. So I think you just have to try and be reasonable about it, take as much risk off the table as you can for yourself. You know, hope for the best, but prepare for the worst.
You know, it's a $10 billion commitment, and it's really, you know, so
Sanchez's, one of her former friends does not think that Jeff Bezos should propose to her because she thinks that he would be a fool because Lauren Sanchez has had some very turbulent love relationships.
Right, bitch, for turn.
That's why he likes her.
Right. Well, I know, but so here's the thing. She's been proposed to, or she's been engaged 4 times.
That means she got that good.
This isn't just tabloid gossip. Lauren Sanchez is actually panicking right now. She's reportedly begging Jeff Bezos to call off a $5 billion lawsuit that could tear apart not just their marriage, but both of their reputations. Before we go any deeper, if you're into uncovering the real stories behind the headlines, hit that subscribe button and help us get to our first 1,000 subscribers. We appreciate every single one of you. Now back to this jaw-dropping mess. While the internet was gushing over their extravagant $5 billion wedding in Venice luxury yachts, A-list guests, paparazzi flashing, romance in the air, something much darker was brewing behind the scenes. Bezos was already moving in silence. Lawyers had been called. NDAs were flying. Meetings got colder. Phone calls shorter. This wasn't a wedding prep, it was a legal lockdown. And Lauren? She had no idea she was walking straight into a storm. She thought she was marrying into untouchable security. But Bezos, he's a man who remembers. His divorce from Mackenzie Scott cost him $35 billion. This time, he wasn't going to let emotion blur the lines. That smile Lauren flashed for the cameras, Bezos was already tightening the screws. The fairy tale was already fading. Sources say even before the vows were exchanged, Bezos had his legal team re-reviewing their prenup, not because he was being paranoid, but because he saw red flags. Allegedly, Lauren had started pushing brand deals, photo approvals, media requests, as if she was already turning the marriage into a marketing move. And Bezos noticed, loud and clear. While the world obsessed over her dress and the dramatic views of the Amalfi Coast, Bezos was getting ready for battle, not a honeymoon. Then everything exploded. After the wedding buzz died down and the pictures made their rounds online, reality hit hard. According to insiders, tensions between Jeff and Lauren escalated immediately. It started with her request to do a solo interview. Bezos shut it down, said the timing wasn't right, said it felt too thirsty. Lauren didn't take that lightly. She accused him of trying to control her image, of reducing her to a pawn, a spark plug for publicity. What followed wasn't just an argument, it was a full-blown power struggle. That's when Bezos dropped a line that, according to our source, chilled the entire room. "You married me, not the brand." And just like that, everything became crystal clear. This wasn't just friction, this was a fundamental clash of visions. Bezos wants silence, order, loyalty. Lauren wants visibility, freedom, a platform of her own under the Bezos name. The wedding was public. The tension is getting very, very private. And this lawsuit, it's just the beginning. Once it became clear that things were beyond repair, Jeff Bezos didn't stall, he moved like a machine. He didn't yell, he didn't make a scene. He gave his team a quiet directive: get ready for alternatives. In Bezos, speak, that meant war was coming. You see, Bezos doesn't raise his voice, he builds a case. And when Lauren crossed whatever invisible line he had drawn, he didn't argue, he went straight to work. According to our insider, Bezos had already filed a private $5 billion lawsuit against Lauren Sanchez. And this wasn't some empty threat, this was real. Handled by a specialized legal unit that deals in high-profile takedowns, the kind of team usually reserved for elite-level fraud and scandal. This wasn't about money. Bezos believes Lauren broke more than a prenup. He believes she broke trust. And when you're Jeff Bezos, trust isn't emotional. It's legacy. It's empire. And his message? My name isn't something you play with. The empire is not to be messed with. That lawsuit may still be sealed, but if it ever goes public, Lauren stands to lose everything. Her partnerships, her business ventures, her reputation. Bezos has gone nuclear in court before. He's never missed. But this wasn't just about betrayal. There was someone else in the picture. Someone from the past. Bezos didn't walk into this marriage blind. He had that prenup airlocked. But according to sources, what really triggered him was Lauren's secret communication with Sanchez, her brother, the same man who leaked Jeff's private texts years ago. That scandal nearly crushed Bezos' public image. Back then, Bezos made one thing clear. Anyone involved is done. So when he found out Lauren had reconnected with Michael, claiming it was just family, our insider says Bezos snapped. To him, that was betrayal again. No second chances, no context, no excuses. Even if the messages were innocent, it didn't matter. That link alone was enough. Enough to trigger the legal trapdoor he had built into their agreement. And that prenup, it included strict clauses around confidentiality. Bezos believed she broke it. And when that happened, Lauren didn't call her lawyer. She didn't issue a statement. She did something totally unexpected. She went straight to Jeff alone. No publicist, no legal team, no cameras, just her face-to-face in his private office, pleading with him to stop what had already been set in motion. According to our source, she looked him in the eye and said, "You will destroy me. You'll destroy us both." And she was right. This wasn't just a marriage on the line, it was the entire Bezos brand. The empire, the illusion of control. Bezos listened. He let her talk. He let her cry. And then, he looked her in the eye and said a single line that ended everything. "This isn't about us anymore. This is about principle." Translation? The decision was already made. No interview could undo it, no tears would change it. The paperwork had passed the point of no return. Bezos wasn't reacting, he was executing. According to our source, Lauren walked out of that private office terrified not just of losing him, but of what he might unleash if she dared to fight back. She's now scrambling, trying to control the optics, trying to survive the hit. But what's coming could destroy her entirely. This isn't chaos, this is calculated, a takedown engineered with billion-dollar precision. Bezos is playing chess while everyone else is reacting. Behind closed doors, his estate advisors are on lockdown, NDAs are flying, assets are shifting. Names are being quietly scrubbed from trusts and financial documents. This is a full-blown strategic purge. Sources say Jeff already has a rapid response legal and media team in place, not just to fight back, but to get ahead of the narrative. If the story leaks, he'll tell it first on his terms. Meanwhile, Lauren, she's flailing, desperately trying to personalize the damage. She's contacted 2 top crisis PR firms, hoping to soften the fallout before it gets out. But here's the coldest part. Bezos isn't just holding court documents. He's got receipts. Texts, voicemails, photos, conversations. Evidence Lauren never expected to be used. And if she tries to spin this, if she goes public first or plays the victim, Jeff is ready to dismantle that version of the story before it even has a chance to breathe. This isn't just a breakup, this is information warfare. And one wrong move from her, he blows it all up, quietly, legally, completely. Because for Bezos, this isn't about emotion, it's about legacy, control, image. The world saw a $5 million wedding in Venice champagne, helicopters, designer gowns, but what they didn't see is what was happening behind locked gates, buried under NDAs. Bezos never saw Lauren Sanchez as forever. He saw her as a variable, a decision that made sense until it didn't. And when she disrupted his carefully managed equilibrium, whether it was through ego, betrayal, or something as simple as misjudgment, he flipped the switch. No hesitation, no warning, no second chances. That's what makes this so dangerous. This isn't a celebrity scandal, this is a full-scale cleanse. Bezos isn't acting out of heartbreak, He's acting out of discipline. He built Amazon from nothing. He built Blue Origin to leave the planet. You think he's going to let a relationship undo any of that? Lauren cried. She begged. She tried to reason with a man who, the moment she became a liability, stopped listening. And now, she's caught in a battle she never saw coming. Because the most powerful man in the room, he's already writing the final chapter. And if Jeff Bezos writes you out of his story, you don't get another one. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. If you found this story as shocking and fascinating as we did, consider hitting that subscribe button. We're just getting started, and your support means everything as we work toward our first 1,000 subscribers. Let us know in the comments, do you think Lauren stood a chance, or was this game over before it even began? Stay tuned. There's always more than meets the eye.